They could make a few more of these, even mediocrily, and I'd still think they would work. Spoilers ahead. I've always been a fan of these movies. I watched the first two several times when I was a kid, and I loved them. When Bad Boys for Life came out, I was significantly older, but still enjoyed it. And now, I must say, I liked this film. It's far from the best movie in the world, or even the best Bad Boys movie, but there is something about this duo that just works. The explosions are there, the drug stuff is there, the badass moments are there. Martin and Will still work well together, and the jokes are fairly fun, even if they are not as fun as the first two. I'm still torn about whether or not this is actually decent, or I'm simply biased. There's always bias, but let's break it down. The cinematography is standard for a modern action movie. It has some interesting shots, particularly the ones where the actors had the cameras strapped to their bodies, a technique usually called snore cam or body cam. It can leave your head spinning for a bit, but it's a cool effect. The sound and the music are technically good. The acting is what you can expect from these two. They still feel like they're old characters, which is good. The story is what I think is the weakest point. Since it's an action movie, the quote-unquote bad guys tend to feel very one-dimensional, and this isn't the exception. But the acting was still pretty neat. I must say it does feel like a lower grade version of Bad Boys. Maybe it has to do with the fact that Michael Bay isn't directing this one either, but I think it's clear that the franchise doesn't have that much material to work with as is. They are expanding on the universe, having Mike get married and stuff. I'm guessing in the future we're gonna have Mike with babies, and there's more room to develop his relationship with his long-lost narco son. I guess the third installment of the franchise felt more exciting since Bad Boys 2 came like a decade before and everyone wanted Bad Boys 3. Now that we got Bad Boys 4, and it feels like they're gonna make a few more, it's less special. Not everything needs a million sequels and spin-offs. Sometimes a good movie should just be a good movie. If you're a fan of Bad Boys, you're probably gonna like it. If you've never liked these films, you're most likely going to hate this. Cop buddy movies are almost a genre on their own. What made Bad Boys stand out from the rest was how irreverent it was. When I watched the first two, I felt like I was definitely watching something I shouldn't, maybe because I was 10, like watching South Park, for example. The truth is that this movie won't blow your head with its plot, but you'll have a fun time if you're into this kind of films. As always, thank you for watching. See you next time.